Imagine being haunted for 40 years by a single moment in the ring, only to get closure from the last person you would ever expect. The history behind this is actually wild, and it is a complete masterclass in how one single moment can ruin multiple lives. Back in 1962, Emil Griffith and Benny Kid Parrott were gearing up for a massive welterweight championship fight. At the weigh-in, Parrott called Griffith a homophobic slur. Because Griffith was a closeted bisexual man living in the 1960s, the insult cut incredibly deep, and he entered the ring with pure fury. When the match went down, the tension completely exploded. In the 12th round, Griffith trapped Parrott in the corner and unleashed a devastating barrage of 29 unanswered punches in just several seconds. The referee completely froze and failed to stop the fight until it was entirely too late. Parrott collapsed into a coma right there in the ring. Even though Griffith won the title, the victory instantly tasted like ashes. He was terrified for his opponent, later telling reporters, "I hope he isn't hurt. I pray to God he's all right." Tragically, Parrott never woke up and passed away 10 days later. While the tragedy was technically a mix of that final beating and multiple brutal knockouts Parrott had suffered earlier that year, Griffith blamed himself entirely. Griffith went on to become a 5-time world champion, but his soul stayed in that 1962 ring. The guilt absolutely consumed him. He suffered from constant nightmares, eventually lost his entire fortune, and later struggled with severe dementia. His life was completely derailed by regret. But fast forward over 40 years to 2005. Griffith was filming a documentary about his life when the producers arranged a meeting between him and Benny Parrott's son, Benny Jr. Griffith was terrified of what would happen, but the confrontation took a massive turn. Benny Jr. embraced him and revealed that neither he nor his mother had ever blamed Griffith for the tragedy. When Benny Jr. looked at him and said, "There are no hard feelings," a weight Griffith had carried for 4 decades finally lifted. It is a heartbreaking reminder of how words can spark tragedy, but also how powerful forgiveness can really be. What do you guys think about this story? Let me know in the comments. So, this 22-year-old girl got into a car with a really handsome stranger one day, but it wasn't until after that she realized just how close she'd come to losing her life. This happened on a cold winter day in 1972 when this college student named Sotria Kritsonis was just waiting at a bus stop to go to school when a car suddenly pulled up. The man was quite attractive with wavy hair and dark eyes, and he politely told her he had just come from the opposite direction and hadn't seen any buses, so he was wondering whether she needed a ride. Since she had been waiting in the cold for almost an hour already, she happily agreed. But she soon noticed that he was actually heading in the complete opposite direction she told him to go in. And when she desperately tried getting out of the car, she was horrified to realize that there wasn't even a handle on the passenger side door. When the handsome stranger saw this, he just started yelling at her, telling her she would never escape, so stop trying. But as Sotria sat there sobbing, the stranger suddenly ordered her to take off her hat. Although she was really confused, she did as he asked. And that's when the man's face dropped and he said, "Why did you cut your hair?" As it turns out, this guy had actually been stalking Sotria for weeks, since she had long brown hair and fit his type. But since she just so happened to decide to cut her hair shorter literally the week before, the man just shoved her out of his car, telling her she was lucky. And it wasn't until a year later when Sotria was watching the news that she realized she had just become one of the few people to survive an encounter with Ted Bundy. The worst names of all time, Part 2. Number 5, Tomorrow. Your parents really think they have jokes and then never did. Imagine roll call. Tomorrow? I'm here. No, I mean tomorrow. I am tomorrow. That kid's entire life is a scheduling error. Number 4, Cash Register. How does that even happen? What was the origin story? Did the parents meet at Walmart? And how do you get the last name register in the first place? God was just handing out last names like DLC packs. Number 3, Dude Person. That is not a legal name. That is what you put when a website says, enter full name. Number 2, 6, 7. Yes, a Florida couple really tried to do that, and man, I'm not surprised it happened in Florida. That kid isn't even a person. He's a meme. And the worst name on this list? Number 1, I'm not even attempting that. That's not a name, that's a software update. Congratulations, it's a baby. No, it's a Tesla firmware patch. If your name is on this list, I hope you're strong. Drop worse ones below. Part 3 might get banned. Ranking the worst punishments. 1 out of 10 equals I was just being a little bitch. 10 out of 10 equals how was this legal? First up, standing on the wall. If you know, you know. As a kid, this felt like psychological warfare. You're just staring at drywall, listening to your siblings laugh in the other room. You can hear the fun. You can't participate. At the time, 8 out of 10 torture. Now, it was literally just standing. 3 out of 10. Next, getting grounded. This one was brutal. Phone gone. Games gone. Freedom gone. You're in your room staring out the window like a Victorian child with tuberculosis watching your neighbors live their best lives. 7 out of 10. Character development arc unlocked. Then, being sent to bed early. As a kid, this felt criminal. Now, if someone told me, go to bed, no responsibilities, I would sprint. That wasn't punishment. That was a blessing I didn't appreciate. 1 out of 10. I was dramatic. Honestly, childhood punishments were 90% consequences, and 10% me acting like my life was over. Drop your worst punishments below. If I was your cousin, these would be the rules. Rule number 1, I'm picking you up for every family event. We walk in synchronized, trauma-linked, ready to dodge Aunt Karen's "so how's school?" interrogation, like we're in Mission Impossible. If anyone hugs too long, we evacuate. Rule number 2, if you're bored, I'm bored. We are cousin-coded, bonded by genetics and shared suffering. If you sit on the couch scrolling, I'm sitting on the couch scrolling. It's the law. Rule number 3, sneaking snacks? I'm already in position. I'll distract the adults by starting a fake argument about why dogs should vote while you grab the cookies. Rule number 4, I'm teaching you how to roast people with surgical precision. We will obliterate egos together. Not mean, just accurate. So accurate, they rethink life. Rule number 5, parents yelling, text me. I will immediately enter therapist mode. That's crazy, bro. That's actually insane. Couldn't be me. 5 times minimum. Rule number 6, your secrets, locked, vaulted, thrown into the ocean. Even CIA level interrogation couldn't get it out of me. Would you like me as your cousin? This is what the first letter of your name says about you. And some of these are actually wild. If your name starts with T, you give main character adventure energy. You're always the one saying, nah, let's try it. Half the time it works, half the time it's a story. If your name starts with G, you're the quiet observer. Always learning, always watching. You know more than people think you do. If your name starts with B, you're caring, but you pretend you're not emotional. You'll say, I don't care, and then secretly care the most. If your name starts with Z, you're bold. You don't blend in. You walk into a room and people notice. If your name starts with K, you're effortlessly funny. You don't even try. You just say something random and the whole room loses it. Drop your letter below and tell me if it's accurate. This is what the first letter of your name says about you. And some of these are actually wild. If your name starts with T, you give main character adventure energy. You're always the one saying, nah, let's try it. Half the time it works, half the time it's a story. If your name starts with G, you're the quiet observer. Always learning, always watching. You know more than people think you do. If your name starts with B, you're caring, but you pretend you're not emotional. You'll say, I don't care, and then secretly care the most. If your name starts with Z, you're bold. You don't blend in. You walk into a room and people notice. If your name starts with K, you're effortlessly funny. You don't even try. You just say something random and the whole room loses it. Drop your letter below and tell me if it's accurate. Bro, Friday the 13th characters have zero survival instincts. None. Like, bro, if that was me, movie over in 3 minutes. Roll credits. First of all, Jason shows up, I'm leaving. Straight up. I'm not tripping over twigs, not investigating a noise, not splitting up. Nah, bro, I'm speedrunning my way out of the woods. And don't tell me, but the roads are blocked. By who? A dude in a mask? Drive over the grass, Karen. Your Honda can handle it. Or, and hear me out, the good old shoddy. Boomstick diplomacy. It works every time. Jason walks out the woods like heavy breathing. Boom! Suddenly he's doing a backflip he didn't ask for. And why does nobody call the cops? Just call them. You don't even have to be dramatic. Just hit 911 and be like, hey, I just saw a 6'5", 300-pound buff man dragging a screaming girl into a cabin. Bro, the cops will arrive so fast they'll break the sound barrier. They'll spawn in like GTA NPCs. Meanwhile, the characters in the movie are like, let's hide behind this curtain. A curtain? Bro, I can see you through it. Jason can smell fear like Wi-Fi. If Friday the 13th was realistic, Jason wouldn't even get to his first victim. Because the second he drags someone toward a cabin, there's already 12 cop cars, a helicopter, and Karen live streaming the whole thing on Instagram. Day in the woods gone wrong. Bro, Steam support is the only customer service in the universe that's actually ride or die. Everyone else, they leave you hanging like a DLC that never dropped. Xbox support be like, have you tried making a better password? Yes, Grandma, I tried. Maybe you try making a better system next time. Riot Games. How about finally turning on two-factor authentication? How about you finally fix your client? It crashes harder than my hopes in Ranked. Activision support, skill issue. Bro, my account got hacked, not my aim. EA support is just a voicemail that says, thanks for calling EA, please insert your credit card to hear the dial tone. But Steam? Steam pulls up like they're the FBI, SWAT, and the Avengers combined. Me, hey Steam, I think my account got hacked. Steam, say less. Next thing I hear is, boom, a house explodes 2 states away. Steam support on the phone like, sir, we found him. He was broadcasting your login information live. Wait, broadcasting? What do you, Steam, calm down. Then suddenly in the background I hear, we got the boy. And I swear on my gaming chair, that voice sounded exactly like Kratos. Like this man just kicked down someone's door yelling, boy, return the account. Meanwhile, Xbox support is still typing, looks like you misspelled your own name. Steam support? They already reclaimed my account, rebuilt the house, gave me store credit, and defeated a minor god in the process. Why does time move slower in school? Like you'll be sitting there in math class, half asleep, staring at the clock. It's 10:02. You blink, take what feels like a 5-minute power nap, look back up, it's 10:03. Bro, how is that possible? I just traveled through 3 dreams, fought a dragon, and graduated college in my sleep. And it's been 1 minute. But then, as soon as that final bell rings, time hits fast forward like zoom. Recess, gone, lunch, gone, weekends, a 30-second montage, and somehow the teachers act like the clock moves normal. We still have plenty of time left. Plenty of time? Ma'am, we've been in this room since the dinosaurs. And the worst part is napping in class hits different. Like that school nap is the most elite sleep of your life. You close your eyes for 1 second and your soul leaves your body. That death nap, better than a Tempur-Pedic. But nah, school time runs on Minecraft physics. 1 minute feels like an hour, and 1 weekend feels like 10 seconds. Time in school is just broken, bro. It's scientifically written. School assemblies are the biggest scam ever. They pack 300 kids into the gym, shoulder to shoulder, and some dude walks on stage with a microphone and a PowerPoint from 2007. And he just keeps talking for like an hour. Then halfway through, you realize this isn't even an assembly. It's basically a commercial. Buy my book. Check out my program. Follow my website. Bro came to school for the side quest money, and the whole speech is the same stuff we've heard since kindergarten. Don't do drugs. Don't vape. Don't bully. Like, bro, we get it. Meanwhile, if you walk 2 minutes down the hall to the bathroom, there are already 3 dudes vaping behind the stall. And the craziest part? They tell this stuff to elementary kids. You're basically just giving them a list of things to Google later. But honestly, we did get to skip class. So the assembly is like 70% useless. But that 30% of missed class time, worth it. Weekends are honestly the biggest scam of all time. Who looked at 5 days of non-stop stress and was like, yeah, 2 days should balance that out. 2? That's not a weekend, that's a refund slip. Saturday isn't even a real day off. You wake up late, eat breakfast at like 2 p.m., and suddenly it's already dark outside. Half your day off is just you staring at the wall trying to remember what free time even is. And Sunday? Bro, Sunday doesn't even count. That's not a weekend, that's just Monday's evil twin. The whole day is just you sitting there like, oh god, it's coming back. The Sunday scaries hit harder than finals week. And don't even get me started on the teachers or bosses who assign stuff over the weekend. Like, hello? These two little scraps of freedom are all I have, and you're telling me I gotta spend them writing essays or answering emails? That should be illegal. Honestly, the ratio should be flipped. 5 days off, 2 days of work. Give me a life schedule where I get to actually breathe. Let me recharge like an iPhone, not like some knockoff charger from the gas station that only lasts 20 minutes. Weekends are supposed to be a break, but really it's just 1 day to recover, 1 day to panic, and then right back to the grind. Straight up highway robbery. Weekends are a scam, and I'm suing the calendar.